How's it going, guys? I want to do a quick movie review. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's really dark here for some reason, and I can't pull my other light out. My son's sleeping, so is my wife. But I had to talk about the movie Deep Dark. I just saw a commercial for it today. I saw that it was coming out on DVD in 3 months. I don't know, like 5/11, something like that. So I found it online. YouTube has it for like $3, and a couple other places do have it. So it is digital on demand, and I absolutely loved it. It's not really a horror, and horror is more my thing. More so because I grew up with stuff like Hellraiser, Predator, Alien, all the classic stuff. My father really dug that into me, and since, well, it's not that he wasn't there, there was a divorce and all that garbage. I really cherish those memories, so I kind of get nostalgic, and I guess there's more emotions that go into it than just the fear of it. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. Um, but Deep Dark, I thought it was a horror movie. It is not. It is definitely kind of subgenre where it is partially horror. It is more drama than anything. But don't let that turn you off. Totally worth it. It is about an artist who has been trying to get into this gallery, and he's been going to this lady several times over, doing everything he can to get her attention. Eventually, he moves into this studio apartment, and he finds his muse. From there, I'm not going to spoil it because it is totally worth watching. And it's really, really bizarre. But there's a couple twisted things that go on. There is a relationship between him and his muse that is really awkward and very seductive. I would, if it wasn't for the location and type of the muse, basically a hole in the wall, I would say it's kind of like a succubus type deal. I'm definitely thinking demon, but they never clarify it, especially considering the past names that were thrown out that this thing has helped before. It is voiced by the voice of Angela from the Spawn animated series. Now, you guys don't know this yet, but Spawn is my favorite hero. I have him tattooed on my back. I grew up with him, and the comics helped me through a lot. More so keeping me distracted or entertained, or just, it was just there for me growing up when I did have different struggles. So having that familiar voice that I couldn't quite place until I did look it up. I can't remember the name of Drinking a Night. But once again, totally worth it. Her voice is fantastic, and you don't see the actor at all. It is literally just this voice. The main character, flawless. I literally have maybe one complaint about the film, and that would be the ending itself. I get what it was going for, but I wasn't that happy with it. And it's more so the last like frame and a half, or last like couple seconds. Frame would be, oh, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Overall, though, I really enjoyed it. The acting was great. There was one great jump scare. It really fills you with tension when it's building up to it, and you know it's coming. But once it happens, it's kind of, you know. I normally don't care for that kind of stuff because usually jump scares until a cat coming on screen, or the huge thing about the tension releasing is that they don't release it on what you should be scared of. Instead, they release it on something that's innocent or something that shouldn't be scary in any way, shape, or form. And for this, the one they did have, they set up perfectly. As for the sculptures that this artist made, they're the hanging like wind chime things. God, I can't remember the name. Before he finds his muse, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. They are really, really god awful. Like, I think they went out of their way to make it bad. Overall, though, like I said, one big issue. Nothing else. It is a really, really good movie. Initially, when I saw the trailer, I thought it would be reminiscent of the. Oh God, I'm blanking on his name, but the old school body horror because of what the situation was. And there's like one scene where there's blood and gore. No, technically two. One is in the very beginning, very, very well done. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's gonna be great. Either this is gonna be a horrible knockoff that's gonna be great to make fun of, or it's gonna be fantastic in its own right in that style. The dude who made Existence, I'm blanking on his name. I cannot remember it for the life of me. But overall, I would rate this film 8 out of 10. I wouldn't go 9 or 10 because it's probably not something that will last with me for a while. It's something I'm going to watch a couple times throughout the years, be very happy with it. I'm hoping it's as good on the second viewing. And I'm not really going to take any issue with it. There are movies I watch where I see one thing and it just pulls you out of the film and you're just like, why did you put that in there? And there's nothing like that. There's nothing that'll pull you out of the film. I guess the fact that they don't really acknowledge that it's something otherworldly, or they do, but they don't really freak out to it. There's none of the human, what is this? I don't understand this. I need to. And I guess that could pull you out. But for me, my take on it was it is essentially a muse. And they did use the word muse in it, which is kind of where I'm taking that from. And with that, I would assume it has some sort of influence on anything around it, where it can play with your emotions. And one of the statues made through it, you see that's it. Literally everyone in the room has an orgy. There's nothing really explicit. There's one scene that is really weird, but there's no real nudity throughout it. But overall, yeah, 8 out of 8. Can't talk. That's this talking here. 8 out of 10 overall. Very, very happy with it. I will own it. And I will show my friends. Hopefully they get a good reaction out of it. My wife might even like it. Either way, that's it for the day. You guys have a great one. Quick little update. I am still working on the pitch video. A lot of that is on this right now. At least planning for it. I am going to make a video going over a bunch, well, not really a bunch, couple movies that are coming out that are horror related, and that's something I really want to put into my channel, is that love for the horror, for the scary stuff. And it's such a broad genre that none of these movies are really the same thing or a similar thing. And I am also working on another anime review. Now, I am taking notes on this one, and I'm still going to go back and redo the Cyborg 009 vs. Devilman. But I saw this, the picture caught my attention, and I just started watching it. Well, that's for that video. Either way, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day.